Good evening, comedy fans, and welcome to PTW Live. I'm your host, Fat Pat. With me, as always, is Little Fane.
Little?
Good size Fane.
Yeah, average of average.
Blow Fane.
Blow Fane is fine.
Feels real.
That's acceptable. It feels right. Feels accurate.
Tonight we got lots of stuff to talk about. I think we're going to start off by talking a little bit more about Lil Tay. And she had a tearful confession. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday?
Well, no. Actually, this is a little bit older. It just gives us an insight. Look, we're just going to jump right into this. There's a lot of ground we want to cover tonight. First of all, thanks everybody for being here. Battening's here. I saw Waz is here. I love that guy. Lynn and Robert. Look, we can't go through everybody's names, but we appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us and have a few drinks. And actually, before we get into that, we need to have a drink. So look, now's the time, everybody. Let's pour some shots.
Yeah, get some shots going.
Get the card in here. Get the card in here. If you're drinking with us tonight, now's the time to go ahead and pour shot number one. Pour shot number one before we get into our favorite topics, which is teenage girls appropriating culture. All right, we have the Jaeger machine has gotten an upgrade.
Well, okay, here's an issue that I was having with the Jaeger machine. This is a second-gen Jaeger machine.
Yeah, second generation, in case you guys didn't know it just by looking at it.
And this is what your bottles had to screw into to go into the Jaeger machine, and then it would fill...
Yeah, you screw that on the top of the bottle.
If you're not a regular Jaeger drinker, you're unaware that they changed the way the mouth of their bottles are, where it doesn't screw on the same. So we were having issues getting Jaeger into the machine.
So what have we been doing for the last few years since they changed the bottles?
Well, I have an old style bottle that we've been filling up with the Jaeger and then putting
it so we have to take a bottle of Jaeger, pour it into that bottle, put the orange adapter on, and then put it into the top of the machine up here. As you can see, we've got two bottles there. But are we allowed to talk about how this happened?
Well, maybe a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why it could hurt. What could hurt?
My wife works in beverage, and she happens to be friends with one of the people that works for Sidney Frank, the owners of the Jaeger stuff. And
the wonderful people at the Jägermeister Corporation.
She basically was bitching at them for us, saying they can't get the Jaeger into their machine without some weird plan.
Yeah, it's embarrassing us in front of our friends.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. So she goes, oh, well, I'll just give you all some adapters. And she gives like a bag of adapters. Like I have 12 of them now.
Yeah, we have a ton of these adapters. And not only that, she threw in a couple of liter bottles.
Yeah, the Jaeger bottles.
We have. Actually, the machine is full, and we still have Jaeger in the bottles. So hopefully we'll be siphoning all that down tonight.
And we got some swag. So if you are coming
we got swag
to our Cinco de Mayo meetup at Battle and Brew.
Information, the address, and everything is in the description of this video.
We will be giving away Jaeger swag, because I have a box of some Jaeger swag. She gave us some more stuff. It'll be fun stuff.
Yeah, some black guy's going to be there with us. That guy T is going to come up and hang out with us. Some dumb American. Jester's going to be there. Say hello, Jester. Okay, so,
hey, guys.
Yeah, sorry, everybody. We forgot to introduce Jester. Also, Clever Jester. Clever Jester's Twitch channel is also in the description. Please go give him a follow. That would just be really cool of you. We'd appreciate it. One thing we've learned recently is we don't ask you guys to do jack shit, because this is something we learned while streaming with Gulf City recently on their channel. I think it was the Gulag that we were on. They don't want to put us prime time because they're ashamed for people to know they're friends with us. But we noticed they just ask people to do things, and people do things. I feel like you guys know us well enough that you're probably not going to do what we ask you to do. But
besides call us a faggot.
You missed 100% of the shots you don't take, though.
That's right. That's right. So hit the fucking like button right now. I don't know what that does for live streams.
It's probably a ranking thing, right?
I don't know. With the way they're doing live streams right now. All right, look at this science, everybody. This is an over-under glass. And Pat has done a nice job here of putting the putting the,
Floating the Jaeger on
Red
the Red
Bull
Bull.
and floating the Jaeger on top of it. The different levels of
Science.
this is super sciencey. You guys come here for the science. We understand that.
Karate.
I'm gonna be honest, it just looks like you take a shot of Jaeger and then the Red Bull comes in.
washes it out of your mouth.
It does mix.
Yeah,
it
it
does
doesn't
mix.
look like-
There's a noise that happens, and if you have headphones on, you probably heard it and we're like, gross. But there's a noise that happens when the tension releases and the two liquids pour together.
I don't think anybody could hear it past your swallowing. You're a very loud swallower, by the way.
I'm allowed to.
Like comically loud, like the.
Okay, so you got past we got the meetup.
Hey, look, they like the video. Some people did it. We asked them to do a thing, and they did the thing.
All right, send nudes. I'm gonna hate what we get.
Tried that one.
No,
They're gonna send us all sorts of horrible
That's a
pictures.
fucking mistake.
Okay.
Damn it.
So we got the meetup. You talked about that.
Yeah, we do. And there's a lot of topics we want to get to. We're going to start off by talking about Lil Tay. We're going to then move into Soy Boys. I just want to talk about soy and that meme a little bit.
We got that meetup, but we're going to do a live stream with SomeBlackGuy Derek next Friday.
Next Friday. We
Or
do have that.
This coming
Friday. He'll be here in studio.
And I got a drinking game. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, you've got a drinking game?
Oh, I got to go. You're going to hate it.
Damn it.
Not that you've liked any of them. But
I never liked them.
you're really gonna hate this one. But I got plans. Then there's no tasing in this one. Okay, is that
okay? That's good. Oh, wait, what am I sacrificing for? All right, it's never a good thing.
Also on Tuesday night we are going to be doing another live stream. This is the week of live streams.
Week of live streams.
Where we'll be hanging out with the guys that are hosting the Mythicist Milwaukee MythCon.
Yeah, that's in September. We will be attending that.
We are the party ambassadors.
And we know, that a certain number of you guys have come because we start our channel based on atheism and that kind of skepticism, and so we know a significant number of you guys have come from the old school stuff. They invited us to come to Mythicist Milwaukee. We're going to be giving away some tickets. So if anybody's up there in that area, we will be giving away 2 tickets to some of our peeps here. We also know that in the atheist community, the conference is a little. There's a little bit of drama surrounding that. Some people think there's just controversy.
Every year they started getting a lot of controversy last year with the left.
Yeah, because they had Sargon and actually one thing I don't understand is they had Armored Skeptic and Shoe on Head, and somehow that who are left leaning. They are left leaning, but that's not left enough for some people. Anyway, and there's other drama, and we actually we're going to hit them head on with it because some people have expressed a concern that we haven't done our homework with by going to MythCon.
I think we'll do some homework, but I think we'll have our homework go live on Tuesday night as well.
Right. We're just going to ask them all the questions and just throw all the stuff at them and see what their answers are. Yeah, put them in the hot seat. I hope they're not listening right now.
So,
hey, Lady Monkey. I love Lady Monkey.
Don't we all? So we're gonna start with Lil Tay. You had something that you had noticed, or you had found that video where she was sobbingly.
Well, you know what? Let's just continue before we get to the real motives of what we think are behind Lil Tay. And I saw some of you guys just discussing this in the chat before we went live. And I think that we could shed a little more light on this. But one of the first things I want to, I think we should, there's a little bit more about Lil Tay. This is just something that we didn't put in our video, but I think that if you haven't seen it, that you should, because it's part of the Lil Tay meme, and it's helping us set up just a little bit more about who she is. And then we'll move on to your clip. because I want you to talk about that.
All right.
And then we'll go to...
Okay. I got you. All right. Could have talked about this beforehand.
Yep. Yeah, we probably could have. We've just been sitting here and
drinking.
Yeah. We probably could have talked about what we're gonna do, but anyway, let's go to the clip.
You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke ass haters. This female picture is bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses. Y'all haters are already older than me, but y'all still talking shit. I'm a 9-year-old millionaire, and I be smoking dope, bitch.
Carrots.
Wait,
baby carrots.
Wait, do you
want to pause this?
Stop.
Hold on.
Pause the whole damn thing. Pause it for a second. What was she smoking? It seems like even the people in that chat didn't seem to know what the hell was going on.
That looks to me like a baby
Some
carrot.
people were saying it was a cork. Other people were saying...
Oh, let's get that looks to me like a baby carrot.
What is that? Because some people said it looked like a cork. And she was.
I know it's not what she claimed it was.
She's definitely not. Yeah, we're on a fat chronic blunt.
No, it's definitely not that. Here, hold on.
Older than me, but y'all still talking shit. I'm a 9-year-old millionaire, and I be smoking dope, bitch. Shut your mouth before I smack you, auntie. Lil Tay got a message for all y'all broke ass haters. Y'all only hating on me cause I young and rich, and I be drinking Fiji water. I'm only 9 years old, but I be drinking your whole entire college tuition, bitch. Maybe instead of hating on me, y'all can get on the money way. If you ain't on the money way, then you broke. You have to work hard to accomplish your dreams, not just hating on someone else like me, bitch. I'm the blood gang, bitch. I be wearing red, wearing a whole lot of motherfucking gang shit. I be wearing designer, bitch.
I felt like, you know, we didn't include that in our video, and that was our bad.
Were we running short on time?
I actually had it in my notes, but when we were running through and filming that, we were a little short on time. You know that. But that was something we didn't put in there. And I see like people are a combo.
Some people, yeah. I saw Vienna sausage was another guess.
Yeah, that one's a good one. To me though, it really does look like a baby carrot. That's where my money's at. If I had to put it down there, cork is also, you know, I can't claim it's none of those things. What I can say with a fair amount of certainty is that it was not marijuana. Oh, Lil Tay. Look, we know that these girls are pose. But the thing is, and a lot of people after our last video, we didn't expect as many people to see it as they did. Yeah. And we got some negative pushback. And so a lot of people are like, oh man, they're just trolling you and everything. But the thing is, Whoa Vicky has been continuing this troll for over a year. Mm-hmm. And there's no sign of her stopping. And the thing is it a troll if you do it your whole damn life?
Well, it's like you are crazy. If you act crazy, you are crazy kind of thing. Like if you do it long enough, eventually that is who you are. And the way I felt about Whoa Vicky was more of that she was doing it with some sort of level of legitimacy. She did actually think that she was a black girl, sort of. And then I think she started getting the attention for it, and then she started just playing into the meme on purpose, like she leaned in. But it wasn't, she just exaggerated what her feelings were on it. And Lil Tay, who clearly is also...
You can't just say Lil Tay. You got to Little.
Sorry.
Little Taylor.
Little Gucci Taylor. She's definitely... Look, she learned at the knee of the master. She learned from Whoa Vicky. And she's cranking it up. And... But like it's clearly fake because she didn't make this money. She's not smoking a blunt. It's definitely just the character, and I get it. It's just the outrage marketing kind of thing. She's just playing up this. And
it works. Role. It works, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But the
real
reason
quick, I got a dono from Rain Nation. $2 says you got to try the drunk flux game. I'll send it to you, smiley face.
Yeah, send that to us, April, and thank you. But what we're going to jump over to now is
okay. This is my
what
theory.
Originally brought our attention to Lil Tay, and which we talked about in the previous in our last video, which was the cat fight outside of the mall in Los Angeles.
With Danielle Bergoli started that fight with Whoa Vicky, but Lil Tay made herself involved. Kind of forced her way into the argument between the two, repping for her girl Whoa. And so as I was going through the editing process and staring at the video a lot, I started noticing some stuff started standing out to me. If you get some other angles.
Pat did some diligence and went out. There were other people with cell phones around, and they were posting these things.
Yeah, so there wasn't just one cell phone video. It's just there's the most popular video that you see, but there's a couple other videos.
Yeah, the one that was on TMZ is the one we used.
And the one that...
TMZ, get the fuck out.
Lil Tay, in her bio on her Instagram account, it says that the Instagram account is run by her mother. So
now she's very open. It says run by mom.
Yeah, run by the biggest flexer's mom. So you're supposed to be aware that the mom is going to see whatever you say and all that, and regardless of how you feel about the mom is involved in what is posted on this Instagram account for this 9-year-old. So as I was going through this video, I don't think the mom is I definitely think the mom filters everything that goes through there, but I see somebody else that might be involved with Lil Tay's image. Do you want to go ahead and play the clip?
Yeah, because I think this is getting to where we also want to go, which I think is really ends up being kind of a sad story. And so anyway, yeah, let's go to our next clip here,
all right.
Which is and we'll start into it. And look, let me show you guys what we're talking about here.
Keep an eye on the guy in the black shirt.
The guy in the black shirt on the left here. What's it say? Is that a Crooks shirt?
I don't know.
Anyway, that guy is very important to this clip.
Yeah, so you want to keep an eye on him. Okay.
All right, pause it.
Okay, so you saw right there at the very end, he kind of approaches Lil Tay.
And touches her on the arm.
Touches her on the arm. And this is actually one of the most popular videos that you're seeing. It's actually the one that he is shooting through his angle.
Yes. His angle, I think, was actually in our last video. Yes, what he's filming with this camera right here.
Right.
Let me flip back over.
All right.
Go.
Okay. All right. Right there, you saw him twice. He leans over, says something into her ear, leans over, says something again to her, and then she starts barking. So he's definitely prompting her.
He does seem to be feeding her lines and telling her to get in there.
He's the puppet master, yeah. So he's saying, like, basically, if you're gonna put yourself involved, on the same level as Danielle Bergoli and Whoa Vicky, you're gonna have to.
You have to get in the mix.
Get the front of the scene. I'm getting the shot.
That's right. And she's a little nervous, and so he gives her a little nudge. Yeah, get in there.
Yeah, right there. He just hold on. All right.
Now the thing is, right there, with those two big guys going at each other, he's like tapping her on the back, pushing her in to what could be a dangerous situation.
Right.
Those guys could start throwing bows.
Yeah, if it turns into a fight, he just pushed. I'm assuming maybe it's his sister.
Real quick to the relevance of the video. Sleek Geek says that's the dude she caked in the face and donated $2. Thank you, Geek.
There's a guy that got.
All right, yes, there was a video because when she hit 1 million, or when she got verified, she had a cake with a verification logo on the top of it, and she caked this guy who was riding by. It's just to be like, oh, look what a thug I am. And actually, that's legit.
I didn't see that. Well,
now,
thank you, Sleek Geek, for your hard research.
I'm not 100% sure it's the same guy, but it could be. It could be the same guy. You don't get a good look at Mr. Crooks here.
Yeah.
But let's go. Is there? Do we want to go on more? Because now she's in the thick of it. Do you want to?
I don't think there's much left. That was what I noticed as I started realizing that she was being encouraged by this other guy.
Yeah, and look at her trying to back out.
Yeah, and he kind of.
And what is Vicky?
She's trying to pick up her bag. Her bag got kicked over.
Oh, I see.
So she's going to pick up her bag, so she didn't even see.
Oh, sucker punch! That missed. It wasn't a good one.
I got it. I knew I
got him.
Yeah, that was.
All right, look, that's what we wanted to show from there because that did seem to be something that was noteworthy, and he edged her into a dangerous situation. He was clearly encouraging her to get in there. And then she wisely, when things started getting a little rough, she backed away.
She started backing away. Yeah.
Later, of course, she goes back in, and when Danielle Bergoli is moving back into the building, and her security has moved on, then she starts yelling, "Bitch!"
Right, and make sure that the camera gets refocused back on her because he's the one shooting because that's her publicist, I guess.
Yeah, it's a 9-year-old girl, and but the. I don't think it's not a cool situation here. And whether or not this was a staged thing or whatever your opinion is on that, there were clearly that some of the guys in here were getting just a little heated. It's no place for a 9-year-old girl to be, and certainly someone in her family or something like that. They, or whatever this relationship is here. It's certainly not something you should be pushing a child
Sleek
into.
Geek is saying that he's pretty sure the guy was wearing the same shirt, and that's how he's tying it together.
Okay, the crook shirt.
So that's why I was like, which we talked about with the DMB Nation, with it being a fake, she's a fake, gangsta, and that just shut off my blade.
Look at that weak sauce, dude. That's a nice. No, you have to do it with your little finger there.
You guys are both sad. Put your tiny little blades away.
so
you pull that a knife?
They literally have been on this table since we started the channel. We keep our
knives because we don't know, man. Sometimes I want a poker.
Yeah, like sometimes we need to debate some of this stuff out. Hey, Mims is here. SDA is here. Happy birthday, SDA.
I'm from the streets.
And anyway, yeah. So, anyway, I want to get into.
But that was what I was saying. It's still dangerous because other kids will see that and want to emulate or think that they need to go smoke dope or that they need to act super gangster, look hard, and jump in the middle of fights. And this is going to get somebody hurt.
And really, what it looks like is adults are pushing this.
Yeah, they're puppet masters for their own entertainment,
and she just wants to please them and
for their own fame.
And the reason. This next clip, our final clip on Lil Tay, I think is it's actually a clip that she posted on her old Instagram channel, which now has been shut down and or she's removed all the videos from, and but it was back in December, at where she originally got a little notoriety is Rice Gum, everybody's favorite. He had posted a video where he was kind of poking fun at her. She wasn't well known. She had a small Instagram account, and she had posted a video on YouTube as a response, which was obviously well produced. Some adult had come along and really produced this video of her barking back at Rice Gum.
I don't see her doing the editing.
That gave a lot of notoriety. Why am I seeing ones in the chat? What did I miss?
They're celebrating birthdays. We also got a $5 from Sarah Plier. She says, "Hey guys, question for Fat Pat. Can I have a French fry? Lol, love that rant."
No.
The old curly fry rant.
No, you can't.
No,
that is the point.
Like, look,
chicks. Am I right?
You know what? Am
I right?
No, I got thing to fucking say now. God damn it!
He's riled up, dude.
You sons of bitches. It's one of those things where you tell someone what your pet peeve is, and then they just do it anyway. You're like,
start poking you with it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't like the sound of how people popping their gum, and then they just start popping their gum, and shit. You're like, I have a feeling like now I'm gonna be sitting there maybe at VidCon having a French fry, and someone's gonna walk up like, "Oh, can I have one?" and eat one, and then I'm gonna have to knife them in the fucking parking lot of VidCon.
Yeah, right there.
It was like you handed out individual pieces of kryptonite to all your fans, Superman. Like, why would you do that?
Right, but that will look. where you'll be able to find us enjoying curly fries is right there in the middle of the food trucks at the picnic tables. It's one of our favorite places.
I got the big wiener last time.
Yeah.
By the way, I got the wiener covered in like chili and jalapenos, which was the first thing in the morning.
That was first thing in the morning on our first day at VidCon.
Bad choice.
We got there bright and early so we could go through registration.
By the time, and we walked in. The moment we walked into VidCon, we immediately see Dieter and Computing Forever, and immediately I'm like, I'm gonna shit fire.
and I'm not sure where that's to be done.
It's gonna be done in my pants if we don't figure it out now. All right. Anyway, sorry about that.
Anyway, there's one more clip, and this is, I think, a little bit related to this. And like I said, this is back when she first got any notoriety, and it was because Rice Gum had made a video about her. He loves to pick on kids, you know that. And she had made a video back at him and some Instagram clips where she was doing the Lil Tay thing, being the biggest flexer or the youngest flexer in America. Or in the game. That's what she likes to say. I'm the youngest flexer in the game. Well, share your big wiener, Pat.
It's my fat hammer. That's a reference
I'm glad that's caught on.
He's going to keep saying it until it does.
That's a reference from our gaming night with Jester.
Yeah. So
I play Reinhardt.
So... Anyway, yeah, look, lately I haven't been able to make our Thursday night gaming streams, but we do that. Look, again, Jester's Twitch streams down there. If you got a Twitch account, go follow him, will you? We like to stream on there sometimes Thursday nights. We're going to be mixing it up probably a little bit coming up, but we'll talk about that at the end of the show. Anyway, just go click the damn follow. All right, so she got this little thing, and the thing is, I think what happened was she went onto her Instagram after Rice Gum fans started
swamping her,
flagging her videos and making mean comments. And the fact of the matter is, she's a 9-year-old girl, and at that time, I'm not sure that the adults in her life. Well, look, let's look at the clip, and we'll let you guys. We'll tell you what to think. All right, let's
The haters out there, I know y'all are Rice Gum fans, but just stop reporting my videos. If you actually think Rice Gum is beefing with a 9-year-old, then you just might want to think about that for a second. Me and Rice Gum are friends. Just stop reporting my videos. I have a dream. I'm trying to make my mom proud. Like, y'all are here hating on me. You have a family. Go enjoy that. Why are you wasting your time reporting my videos and taking them down? I'm trying to chase my dreams. I'm trying to spread positivity. And y'all are just here hating on me for no reason. Me and Rice Gum are friends. Like, I want to make my mama proud. You guys are not doing anything with your life. You may not see it, but I'm trying to accomplish something. And you guys are preventing me from that. All y'all haters, like, I'm trying to accomplish my dreams. If you don't like me, just block me. I didn't do anything to you.
All right, that pulls at your heartstrings because you start.
It pulls at mine
because you see through the facade. She's being real for a second.
She's not flashing.
She's not flashing money at you. Yeah, she's not flashing money. She's not into the gangsta type shit. It's hitting her now, and I think she probably finally got to see some of the shit.
But there were a few phrases in there that I think really tell you. And you know, we had in our video we had said that we thought maybe the mother was behind this, that mother was holding the camera, mother was pushing this, and we made some jokes about that. There was the Mom of the Year joke and several others, and so you hear her say right there, I'm just trying to make my mother proud. I want to make my mother proud of me, which makes me think that she's got a mother who's pushing her to do this.
Yeah.
Who's pushing her because her mother is the one that really wants this notoriety. And I think Lil Tay, when all's said and done, doesn't want to be pushed into fights, and she doesn't want to be
it's like a gangsta Honey Boo Boo. It's, you know, the mom is basically going to
Honey Boo Boo's. I don't know. You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm like, I really can't argue that.
But it's the mom's definitely trying to cash in on the way this outrage marketing or just getting this this type of thing going and getting this excess going with her daughter. And I think it's probably like the brother that's the other dude.
Yeah, and I'm I don't know, man. It pulls at my heartstrings. I see Hi, I Think I'm Real is in here. That
when the fuck did I give him a wrench? Was I drunk?
we love it, man. That's one of the people I'm looking forward to meeting at VidCon.
We'll be passing out at his house.
Yeah. We're gonna. There's no way Mims can keep us out of that place.
She's encouraged it though.
All right, everybody. It's let's do another shot here.
Shot 30, everybody.
So, about look.
But yeah, this one is like, okay, you look at like Michael Jackson got all fucked up because his dad was just really pushing him to be this, performer and this, being over the top and putting Michael.
Yeah, in the long run, that did not pay off.
This adult world, and then look what happened to Michael. He kind of got a little fucked up.
Yeah,
right?
and he became this like eternal child.
Yeah,
and I'm not one of those who is like, I'm absolutely certain Michael Jackson was around touching these kids. I honestly think that Michael Jackson was trying to extend his childhood, and that's why he was. And he really just wanted to be one of those kids because he didn't have that childhood.
Yeah. I definitely think he was playing like a kid with these kids, and it comes across very weird when an adult man is trying to act like a kid with your kid because it comes across really petty, like pedophile style. Petty,
not petty, petty.
Sorry, I was thinking the Hi, I Think Real. He goes, it's petty. And
then, we love that. We were talking about that in Hi, I Think Real.
If you haven't seen Hi, I Think Real,
the sorry Andy Warski, go watch that.
At one part, he goes, oh, that's being petty, but I was like,
but he didn't cut it out.
It made me good.
It did make us laugh. We watched that before the stream, and it made us laugh. And we're gonna get into talk a little bit about Andy Warski and JF and what happened this week.
This is a good segue right now. Isn't that what you want to go into?
Yeah, we can go right into that. That's fine. You know what? Was there any? I think we wrapped up this Lil Tay thing, and we're actually going to be watching this, and mainly now, not because Lil Tay's a lol cow, which I believe she will be. It's because I really think that her family are really pulling the strings here and probably doing this little girl a disservice by taking away her childhood, and I think it's fucked up. But everybody knows Soy Fang. Soy Fang loves to talk about Andy Warski, and
well, you can't stop yourself.
Well, I can't stop myself, and the thing is, I felt like I needed to speak up back at the end of December. Is the first time I started speaking out when I saw his stream spiraling. I saw JF coming in, and I had a problem, and I told Andy that I thought making JF his co-host was a giant mistake, and everyone, called me Soy Fang, which is a funny name, and I love it.
I embrace a good name, like
a sick burn. I like it.
I told Jeff Holiday when he was going through his shit, and when the Doc's Holiday came
Doc's
out,
Holiday is another one. It's like Soy Fang. It's just too perfect.
I was like, it's too funny. It's
too funny. We can't not use it. It's really funny, and you have to respect when those type of burns happen. So I'm fine, and Soy Fang is something I'm going to live with, and eventually put on a T-shirt and try to exploit. But for those of you who weren't following, a chain of events this week that I was just fascinated with. It all started on the Kumite when Andy went up against Paul's Ego from what's that podcast? Shit. Anyway, why can I not remember that podcast?
Hold on, Jeff's in here.
We love you, Jeff. And
go on.
Anyway, so the Paul's Ego and Andy were on the Kumite, and if you haven't watched that, look, the real meat of it's about 60 minutes, and a couple of the clip channels, we're going to get into that later, the fair use archive channels, they cut this out, and it's really, really good, because Paul's Ego, he didn't hold any punches. He just went out, and it was really hard to listen to.
But I think Paul is better at doing that style. I mean, with doing the Drunken Peasants and dealing with TJ for so long, like he's really got that that energy and the he knows how to attack. So I honestly have never seen Andy good at attacking, but I kind of feel like.
Sorry, I can't. I can't read Jeff's chats right now. You're making me laugh. I gotta constipate.
So go on.
What?
I think you need to get yourself a clitoris.
Don't add to it.
So it was Paul Zigo went at him hard, man, and he went at Andy hard for the way he acted when Andy was confronting Baked Alaska right before the Baked Alaska funeral pyre was lit, and there was these, man, they were throwing accusations of drug use, and Paul Zigo, was like, man, fucking, you can't be trusted, Andy. You can't be trusted. If anybody's around and you're smoking pot and Andy's anywhere near, or you're doing whatever, get the fuck away from Andy, because Andy will knock you out. And look, it's a fair criticism, and I understand where it's coming from, because Andy was mad, and he was emotional, and he did the thing that Andy does. He gets emotional and he says some shit, and he burns bridges. Now, the thing is, Paul Zigo went at him pretty hard, and it looked bad, and Andy wanted to walk it back. Paul Zigo is roommates with T.J. Kirk, the amazing atheist, who Andy Warski is a big fan of, and I know he just wanted to make it okay, and there was just no fucking way Paul Zigo wasn't going to let him off the
Don't challenge the throne.
No, and man, it was really hard to listen to. And Paul Zigo, he ended it by going at Andy, saying, "Man, you're letting JF treat you like shit on your own show. You're letting JF run the show, tell you when you can speak, tell you who the guests are going to be, tell you how you're going to act, and tell you to shut up in front of your viewers." And it was a fair criticism. It was a fair criticism, because that's what a lot of us have been saying. Andy has been cucked by JF, and man, it's been cringy. It's been tough to watch, but also must-see TV. It's hard to look away from, like a squished possum. And it's
really.
I don't. How are you staring at squished possum?
I like to stare at roadkill. It's the thing. I will get in an accident one day.
This is Crestview, Florida.
I will get in an accident one day because I run over, or I see a squished possum and I'm so busy staring at it that I hit another car. That will happen. Roadkill fascinates me. It makes me mad because I love animals so much. But anyway, it's complicated.
Go on with what your point was, motherfucker.
So the thing is, now I will say, I was in a few conversations that led me to believe that the other night something was going to happen when Andy Warski went live. Now, what ended up happening is kind of what I thought would happen, but not the way I thought it would go down. JF earlier this week did a live stream on his channel where he was very critical of Andy, and really made him look bad in this live stream. Just was talking a lot of shit. And the next day, they go live on Warski Live, and Andy goes right into it. He goes right at what the problem was. He wanted to make sure that JF knew that man, he was upset, and he wanted to be able to be involved in his own damn channel, and he certainly didn't want JF, who's supposed to be his co-host and partner, on his own channel talking shit while people send him super chats. Like he's getting paid to talk shit about his partner. As a guy with a terrible co-host, I understand.
You wanna go, motherfucker? Where's my fucking knife? Goddamn. Let's go, bitch.
So
where's the
we got a soundboard now, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Zoo Crew.
Hey, Fat Pan Zoo. I got to do it with my mouth because I can't read.
Yeah, you have the soundboard, right?
He can't. I put it too far away from him.
I have to keep leaning over. He did it on purpose. You fucking dick.
So the thing is, they go live, and Andy confronts him with it, and JF did. Man, he pussed out. He got upset because you can't criticize JF. And Andy's criticism was legitimate, and he was just like saying, "Man, you're saying things about me, behind my back that, man, it's terrible. It's embarrassing me. What the fuck?" And JF tried to defend himself for a minute, and then finally just quit. He just straight up quit. But it was one of those things. And look, if you've been fired from as many jobs and broken up with as many girls as I have, you've been in the situation where you know you are about to get fired. You know how the conversations go. You're about to get fired, or this girl's about to break up with you. And so you try to preemptively do it. You know they're about to fire you.
Like, I think we should break up.
Marty just donated $2 and said we called this out months ago.
Months ago. We did. Yeah. We did. We knew this would happen. And the thing is, Andy had already been in a situation where for the last 6 weeks he had been bleeding subscribers, where I think a lot of his old school subscribers who were used to, who liked his videos and, his anti-SJW content, all of a sudden he just turned into a nothing but live streams, nothing but super chat channel. I mean, God bless.
Nothing wrong with being just a live stream.
There's nothing wrong with that. But so those people were leaving. Those people were leaving the channel and going to do their own thing. But then this happened, and boom. You know what? To me, you go to Andy's Social Blade and look how since that stream happened earlier this week, and JF quit, and by the way, JF immediately started a stream on his own channel to start talking shit about Andy.
Of course.
What the fuck, dude? Do not trust anybody from the alt-right. If Baked Alaska and JF have taught us anything, guys, that they're in it for them fucking selves. JF at least has a little bit more backbone than Baked Alaska.
Yeah, but he's French.
I know.
Just don't trust him even more, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lisa.
Yeah, well, all of our other French Canadian friends.
That's
yeah. So is he.
Yeah, but he's like super French.
Oh, okay. You guys just said French. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, so I just when you say he's
That's
French,
why we have you here, because you get to be.
Yeah, you're topical. You get to what you add to the topics. That's all we like.
I like someone from the outside actually kind of seeing what the fuck.
I don't know what you guys are fucking talking about. It sounds super gay.
Failures are calling you suck so lame. It's like just blubbing in.
Wizards here. Failures
I'm gonna eat some tendies and call him a fucking cuck.
But I will say this. This has been the week in blood sports that I was looking forward to. This was the Royal Rumble. Holy shit, Saudi Arabia. Anyway, what the fuck was that? And so this is what I was waiting for was some of these blow ups, and I really did enjoy the Kumite this week. I really did enjoy Andy's stream, and I kind of enjoyed listening to JF talk shit, even though that made me a little madder. I know me and Andy do not get along. I posted out that everybody should watch the clip of that video with Andy and Paul's ego, because I thought Paul's ego pinned him to the mat and said the things that needed to be said. And this time, since everybody criticized me about not tagging Andy, I tagged Andy. And what did Andy do? He unfollowed me.
Yeah, first time you add him after Bloodapalooza.
Yeah, Bloodapalooza, we sort of buried the hatchet, and sorta. I mean, not really.
I mean, it seemed pretty genuine, but then I realized that it's the internet, so everything's so fucking insincere and unbelievable. Really then you guys immediately went back to the same shit, and I'm like, oh, okay, so
yeah. And
what the fuck was the point in that? Which I guess is the whole concept of what is blood sports.
Yeah. Look,
it's just are you entertained? You're just gladiators slapping each other for a little while for our entertainment, and then you go back to your corners, and no one cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No one dies, or there's no blood or anything. You just go out there with a glove and slap the other one. Oh, shame on you, sir! And then walk to the other corner.
I challenge you to a duel. It'll be the silliest slap fight you've ever heard.
Yeah, and look, I see that High Think I'm Real. Look, I know High Think I'm Real has been blocked. And one thing Andy never said was I hate you. He called me a fucking faggot and that my content was garbage. And
it's my content too. So you son of a bitch, I wasn't involved. Look, and it's not garbage. We make content. Okay,
we got a 10 spot from Wino. He said this money is for Jester. You fats can't have any. Now give him a J-bomb.
Yeah, you know what? Usually we would try to have him in this back room. Like he would be here in the other room.
We hide him in the closet.
Yeah, they're like, hey, come over, we'll hang out, guys. We'll be out together.
Get in the closet.
Having J-bombs together. And then they'll lock me in the room with, like, a cider. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Just knock on the door if you need anything.
Yeah, but he's actually at his house.
Never answer.
So, the thing is, Andy's got himself in a bind. And I know a lot of people are going to be, sweet, everybody, start pouring those, the next round of shots. We're doing this fast. It's coming at you fast.
I didn't get a beer, so I'm just going to drink.
But people are going to, soften up on Andy, and the thing is, I kind of want to, even though, man, he like.
Well, I think Real said he was going to soften on him too. He just goes, no.
Well, it doesn't. Like at this point, Andy's just making so many mistakes. He's being so emotional about everything, and I think Real is right, man. I think he needs to take a break. I think.
Can I ask a question as somebody who's not in the whole thing?
Sure.
Who cares? Like, why is this a thing?
Well, I mean, this is just a thing.
That's how I feel. I don't get involved in all because I just don't give a shit.
Because I'll tell you who cares. When these streams are happening, and they've got thousands of viewers. Andy Warski has, he had close to 300,000. He's getting closer to 250,000 every day. I loved some of those memes when people are like, substance 280,000, and he's like at 260. Anyway, those kind of things are, man, they're funny. Fuck you guys, bring me in so I can ruin your show. Look, Failure, we played this game with you before.
Failure he abandoned us as our manager.
And yeah, well, look, it turns out he had the talent all along.
Yeah, he's like, look, I got Tonka because he brought Tonka on our channel, and we're like, who's Tonka? He goes, he's gonna be huge. He's really great. And then he's like, you know what? We'll just do our own show, and then they crushed it.
Yeah, they're crushing it. So the thing is, a lot of people. Look, a lot of people do care about this. A lot of people are paying attention. And one thing that does matter is the fact that I had this problem with the skeptic community to be edged to the right, just constantly push to the right as we punch left. And then when it started to go into the alt-right thing, and I saw somebody in the chat earlier say they didn't think Baked Alaska was alt-right. And that's fine because he's a fake-ass motherfucker. But the thing is, do you get credit? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Because he was at Charlottesville, taking advantage of this, and and sitting there in live streams, kissing David Duke's ass, and trying to milk all the fucking attention he could get out of Charlottesville when shit went fucking bad that day, and it was an embarrassment. And so what do you get credit for maybe you were in there being a faker? I don't think, and I just don't think you get any credit.
This is once again you can't trust it. Everyone's out for themselves. Mm-hmm. You can't trust.
And that's not just the alt-right though. That's just the fucking internet. Like the reality.
Just people.
Yeah. And I know. Look, I've been accused of being fake too, and you're right.
Fake ass motherfucker from the MySpace kid.
But you go to my MySpace, I look just like this. 10 years ago, I hold this I hold this meme a long time.
Similar to what you look like now.
Yeah, neck scales.
We're gonna get into some of the mean things you guys have said about my rosacea.
Wait, you have neck scales? I don't notice them.
Look, I've had this red discoloration on my neck since we started the channel.
Up with your
and somebody was like, somebody on our last video was like,
I've never noticed
I couldn't pay attention to this, what was being said in this video because I couldn't stop staring at Sophane's neck scales. I'm like,
really?
What? Scales?
Confirm lizard person.
No, it's just the hickeys I give you.
It's really upsetting. It really hurt my feelings, you guys. Be nice to me. But look, this is something you should go watch, and I'm certainly not going to say you should go back and everybody should forgive Andy Warski. I'm not going to forgive Andy Warski. for how he treated me, for how I feel like he used me as a jump off part to say the skeptic community was trying to silence him. I do not represent the skeptic community. Most of them, most of the skeptics.
Trust me, they don't look at us and go.
No, like, here's our new spokesman. Get out there, Sophane, and tell him to shut up and stop, farting around with the alt-right. No, nobody came to me. Nobody gave a shit. But he wanted to use me as an example of how the skeptic community was trying to shut him down for wrong think, because he just wanted to expose the alt-right's ideas to sunlight. That all turned out to be a farce. It wasn't, none of that happened. You can't go and take somebody from the alt-right, somebody who has outright said that they're not denying that they're alt-right, that they're not denying that they're a white nationalist, with JF, and you make him the co-host and make him do all the work and say that you're holding an impartial, you're just shining light on their bad ideas and everything. You lied. You lied to all of us. You misrepresented it, Andy. You acted a fool, and for me, it's not. I'm not going to just forgive you because you broke up with JF. I think it's a good first step, and for those of you guys in the skeptic community or my friend, I expect you to hold. I think you should hold his feet to the fire as well, and he's going to have to earn that trust back.
We're not using this as you get like some rally cry, motherfucker. I still like the guy. He follows me.
It's like couples therapy. Like,
you're so milquetoast.
I just
so milquetoast.
I just don't give a shit.
God.
Yeah,
he makes me laugh.
Who cares? But why do people care? Like, I just feel like, I don't know, if he's burning all these bridges, I wouldn't like somebody that you're friends with like fucking kicks you in the dick and burns that bridge. You just like unfollow him on MySpace, and then don't talk to him anymore.
Wait, do we call it following on MySpace? Is it still
no?
following?
You make friends on MySpace. It's a two-way relationship.
Do you make friends on MySpace?
Not anymore. Actually, recently it started popping back off.
Yeah, since Facebook's been in the Senate hearings, everybody's like, MySpace, huh? Is that still around? It is. MySpace.com/SoFane.
Had a jolly comedy.
I kind of want to bring it back. I think if that would be the coolest thing ever, if you guys could have enough pull to where made MySpace a thing again. Like, even for just a small community.
I think we could if we start getting all of our friends doing it and we all just start partying on MySpace. Like it's like basically it's like having a chat room, an open chat room that no one knows where it is. It's like, oh, it's on MySpace?
I'm sorry, I've never heard of that.
It's crazy.
Really? Check out my bulletins. A bulletin post.
Are they still doing bulletins?
No, they don't do bulletins.
I was like, bulletins are probably gone.
No, you have a like a kind of a feed.
Well, I guess you were going to feed off of that into
Soy Boys. Look, during this whole thing, one of the best things that came out of the Andy Warski drama was when people started calling me Soy Fane.
Salt Fane and Soy Fane was great.
Yeah.
Because you're a salty motherfucker.
Yeah, I can be salty.
Apparently the salt has not left. It's dry as a desert in here.
I'm just like everybody else here on YouTube. I am not low sodium. Very few of us are. Given the
sodium Fane.
Yeah. Given the right motivation, we can all get a little salty. And during that, when Andy was clearly punching down at me for no fucking reason, or for not a good enough reason, fuck him.
You always blame the healers, dude. You always blame the healers.
Always blame the healers. So the soy thing came along, and so the soy thing I've thought as being a pretty funny meme. I know that like with weightlifters,
you also kind of rolled with what was going on. That's why when we did the Bloodapalooza promo video, the kind of we took it as a joke and just kind of moved on and whatever.
It was the Sultan of Salt.
It's hilarious.
It's funny, but like in workout circles when you're with bodybuilders, I mean, you guys could probably look at me and tell that I've got a long history of bodybuilding. Mainly on these sweet abs.
I was like, I've been gaining it around the midsection basically.
Yeah, and
all core, baby.
All core.
David was chiseled out of a chunk of marble, and I am just gaining mass. We can chisel this thing down.
But the thing is, I just, and this is only going to take a minute, guys. This soy thing, and I ended up looking at a little Paul Joseph Watson. I wanted to take a look at his thing because I feel like he's really been pushing that brain force. and he's really behind this soy boy. You know, eating soy makes you a fucking libtard, and makes you fucking low testosterone, and makes your sperm count drop.
Yeah, that's the thing with, like, I guess when he first came out, when PJW was first, by the way, every time someone puts PJW,
and they're saying something sassy about him, I instantly get upset.
I think it's PTW that they're saying. I'm like, wait, what the fuck did we do? Or I mean, I think, what the fuck did Fane do? But yeah, when PJW started gaining popularity, I was like, yeah, he's a little bit out there on the fringe, but I was like, he's a straight shooter with upper management written all over him. And now I'm like, this guy's off his fucking rocker. I was like, the guy's starting to get, like, crazy sauce. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I guess at first glance, I was like, oh, he's got an accent and a map behind him. I trust that guy.
yeah, he looks just
JF is like, I am French. Look at this map. I'm like, he might be smart. And then later on, I was like, you know what? I'm starting to realize I'm easily
trusting a human being.
All you gotta do is put a map up on your wall behind it, and Pat's like,
well, I put him as like a teacher. I'm like, well, he's clearly a teacher because he's sitting there in an old school
thesaurus, bro.
Yeah, he reads from the clitoris.
You buy your shit. We got a $5 donation from Jables Boogly. Says, "Screw you guys, quit taking over my time slot." You
look, he sassed us a little bit on Twitter.
Because we scheduled our live stream at the same time he has his live stream.
Like, look, we live stream. I know we're gonna live stream a lot this week, but literally like once a month we live stream. It's like once a month, and it's been over a month since our last live stream with Battening. And we got a lot going on this week. We want to talk about it, and man, we just don't have much time. We're both available, so we just come in here, we press the start button, and
I think I'm real. Just put he's a quote is, "Why am I here? Just to stutter?" Andy Warski. Look, Andy Warski sounds like the remix version of himself, like today, Junior.
But so Paul Joseph Watson, I started going to this soy thing, and he's really pushing this brain force and how it'll keep you from becoming a libtard, and keep your sperm count up. Like, just FYI, Paul, the last thing I want to do is fucking drop a load in a chick and accidentally have a kid at this point in my life. I'm good with it, buddy.
That's the worst STD you'd ever catch.
But here's the thing. Paul Joseph Watson, what he did was he cited one source. And it's a study from the 1940s where they were judging or trying to do the testosterone levels in sheep that they were feeding soybeans to. The 1940s. This is the studies basing everything off. And since then, you can Google real quick. Couldn't have also
been just affected by the.
I haven't gone through the study.
But like, if you're only feeding them soy, maybe it's just a malnutrition problem that we're having, and that was causing it. And it had nothing to do with the soy itself.
Well, look, but the thing is, it doesn't even matter, because since then, I could find 37 peer-reviewed reports of the effects of soy on humans. And one thing about, look, sheep, I guess you can use animal testing as a legitimate thing, but when it comes to what is closer to a human, a sheep or a human?
Rat.
Damn it, I knew you wouldn't get it. I should tell you the answers in advance. But the thing is, there's all these tests. Nah, that's just not true, everybody. And also plant estrogen. Also, I think it's phytoestrogen. I think phyto is the word for plant. Is not the same thing as mammal estrogen. And anyway, we're not gonna get this. But what I'm saying here.
Yeah, don't try to science all.
What I'm saying here, if you want man boobs and you want to be a cucked, limp-wristed libtard like Soy Fane, drink vitamin D milk, because there's a hell of a lot more mammal estrogen in a glass of milk than you're going to get out of any of this soy.
Soy Fane likes that
I appreciate the Soy Fane meme and everything, but if any of you guys in our audience tonight have been thinking that this is really legitimate and that soy is going to make your dick soft, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait.
Don't unironically think that the meme is true. The reason why people like to say this is because
it's a funny meme.
It's a funny meme, and it's obviously untrue.
Does this mean does that mean
You're on the wrong side of the irony, guys.
So I can't. Wait, does this mean I can't get edamame before I get my sushi and dip it in
tell
soy
your
sauce?
edamame. Tell what happened with your edamame, and because I want to tell you how deep that this is in society right now.
It's run so deep that literally my wife, I think she just didn't want me to eat her edamame. But it was like, we got a bowl of edamame at the sushi restaurant, and she stopped me. She's, I don't think you need it because it's going to mess with your sperm count. And if we're going to start trying for a baby, I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Seriously. This is a true story.
And I thought, I was like, she got the meme. That's great. And then I was like, wait, did she really?
Is she being serious? She's not being...
Did she actually think that?
She's being unironic by taking away the edamame because she wants me to put my boy butter in her?
I don't know. How are you going to get the boy butter off your face and into your snatch? I can't.
like we haven't even worked on.
I was like, we got to just start focusing on where I'm putting it.
Yeah, what, I guess you could use like a turkey baster or something like that. Suck it out of her eye socket.
Oh, man, that's my wife.
Clip that.
Have some respect.
And also the bit where he said that having a baby was the worst STD.
That's an 18-year-old STD. That shit doesn't go away for 18 fucking years.
Oh, bro, you're in so much trouble. You might get grounded, bro. Be careful.
I'm saying.
I need you for the Thursday night streams.
Doesn't matter.
And Mark, soy has phytoestrogen. There's a difference. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm done. Go do the Googling. It's different.
Look, I hope you're right because you threw out a bunch of science and I'm like, oh, motherfucker, we're gonna have to suddenly fight PJW.
Look, man, I don't want you to get your edamame taken away by your alpha fucking female.
She is scary.
She's super scary, bro.
I just want to enjoy some soy fang.
You can't. Not if you want to have a healthy sperm count.
I can't even be around you, dude. You're lowering my dick count, man. I can't even get some.
Feeling low T, dude.
My balls are shriveling around you, dude.
All right, look. I'm going to pour us.
Are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna try it. Look, you've been actually doing a really good job on the sides. I feel like I may be a little shaky.
Do you want me?
Go ahead and pour us another one. I'm starting to feel it in my
like
fucking brain box.
You don't do it good.
I sometimes mix them, and if you like Jaeger bombs,
I don't like him touching my machines.
Whatever.
I built this machine with my bare hands.
We got a $5 from Tidy Cats. You boys want to join my bike gang called the Pedophiles?
Pedal files.
Pedophiles. Oh, okay.
He ran too fast.
Yeah, like
sorry.
You gotta hit the cell right on that T.
It's cool. You guys fixed it. I'm very tired.
$5 a person. All right, look, we're gonna. There's a little something that came up yesterday. I want to move in, and we're do this shot. So if you're drinking with us, if you're shot for shot in it, go ahead and pour it now. But this is a little something that I wanted to talk about that happened here over the weekend. Cognitive thought and mundane math. Cognitive thought. All right. Well, you know what? First, I want to talk about Kronos and the archive channels.
Don't spoil Infinity War.
For a lot.
Wow, dude. You won't wait for this little fucking comment thread.
Damn it. Don't even look at the fucking chat, dude.
You know?
Because it's about to be ruined. Spoiler alert, everybody.
Oh, man. I didn't realize when I stood up you could see my sweet backside.
Oh, we got another 5 from Jeff. He says, now that Pat and Britt come to visit, Fane has to come out for dune buggies and DMT.
Wait, why the fuck?
DMT, baby.
Why the fuck wait. I'll go out and hang out with Jeff and Mims.
The weather didn't look good. It was cold.
It was a little brisk. And,
that's not a couples thing, though,
and
is
then we
it?
went out to the dunes, and it looked so much fun. Now they're going to take Fane dooning? Fuck you,
this
man.
This sounds good. This actually makes sense, and I would love that.
And I will also tell you, this guy's got like osteoporosis. He breaks all the time.
I do not break all the time. I've broken a couple of bones in the last few years. No big deal.
And you want to know who?
Oh, and those ribs while we were filming that fucking Logan Paul video. That did suck.
How many times was I around when you broke something?
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. You weren't there for the broken leg when I jumped off the parking deck.
Was I not there at the party though?
You're like a fucking life.
You were there that night.
I was there that night, then you left. And
you were there that night when we were drinking tequila.
Yeah, we never drink tequila, so that was your fault.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I drank a lot of tequila. All right, but I want to talk about this cognitive thought and mundane Matt thing, and we're going to start with Kronos and the Fair Use Archive channels. Now,
real quick, one more dono from Melissa Rapp. She said, "Take him to the Horsefall Beach, $5 for Melissa."
That
Rapp.
sounds like a horsey got his legs broken at it.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, at the beach where they had to shoot that horse in the head.
Maybe it's
sad. No,
it's
sad.
It's supposed to be a W. Thinking it's whores.
Horsefall Beach.
I
am at the
better. Don't even say it like that.
Whores fall for taking checks at this beach.
I can get into that.
Fall for Bitcoin.
Jesus Christ.
So Kronos and these other channels, blood sports. One thing about this sport is that it's longer than an NFL game. It's longer than a hockey game or a baseball game or any sport. Every sport knows end your game and then the 2.5 to 3 hour point, because seriously, like, damn, we can't devote all this time. Blood sports, though, man, I saw recently the Kumite went for 12 hours recently. A 12-hour Kumite. Who can fucking watch that? Like, you can't watch this. So what's happened is these fair use archive channels have popped up, and what they'll do is they'll clip out what you may think are the parts that you may be interested in, and they just post them pretty much unedited on their channels. And the thing is, Andy and Baked and Tonka, Failure, these guys who do the blood sports channels, man, they've got no problem with this. Mm-hmm. They're doing fine. They're making their money off the super chat and the live thing. You know, the bulk of the users there. So for the people who can't be there and just want to come through and see some of the highlights, they have no problem with Kronos and these other channels archiving and doing these things. Now, what has happened is this has led some people, and cognitive thought has been one of the fruit flies buzzing around blood sports for a while, and I think he got to thinking that this was somehow a fair use, because if you read YouTube's guidelines on fair use, they have a list of things, and one of them is like reposting a clip or whatever to start a discussion and all that. Right. But if you actually go into and that's just the bullet-pointed things, and sometimes people make their own interpretations. The reason why Kronos and these other guys are not having any issues is because, man, they're friends. And actually, Andy and the Kumite, these guys, they appreciate the services being offered by Kronos. Kronos earlier this year was one of the fastest channels growing in what could be called this corner of the internet, right, of YouTube, and So people just got used to clipping out these things and posting them. Well, Cognitive Thought took a clip from a Mundane Matt live stream, and I believe who was Mundane Matt talking to? I think it was talking to Medicare, and so Cognitive Thought cut out a piece of this. Now the thing is, he changed the speed on the clip. I believe he inverted it, so he flipped it around, the image, and then had it zoom in a little and zoom out during the video, a few little things. Now, are these transformative changes that there's no commentary on it or anything, and then he posted his channel and he puts ads on it. He places, and not just an ad at the beginning, like every video at the default, he goes into edit the monetization and adds mid-roll ads to this clip from Mundane Matt's stream. Now, and then he calls this, he even put in the title, Fair Use Archive. That's not a thing, kids. That's not a thing. And the fact that he made those small changes, I think,
doesn't make it fair use.
No, and I think what it does is he knew what he was doing.
Well, to me,
it right. And he was hoping that it wouldn't hit some kind of content match algorithm if he did these small changes. Right. But the thing is, what it is going to hit is Matt's attention, because Cognitive Thought and others, they've had beef with Matt. They've been talking some shit about Matt. And whether you think Matt's right or wrong in these arguments, the fact of the matter is these guys aren't friends.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The way I had my feeling on the situation from what I was gathering is like I don't really have an issue with Cog or with Matt. You know, I like him. I like Matt. I hang out with him. Cog, yeah, I've never had a beef with the guy.
No, and Cog has said some shit about me. I want to be open. Me and him have had words a few months ago. So yeah, I don't consider us friends. So just putting that out there.
Well, at the time he was trying to suck subscribers out of Andy Warski's dick. So whatever.
Which failed. Suck harder.
No, but the issue was clearly Cog knew that he was doing something that he had to fuck with because he didn't want it to trigger an algorithm thing. And in this realm, if you're going to do something like that, it'd be more one of those like, hey, I'm going to you contact the person, DM or something like that, say, hey, I'm going to do this thing. This is bothering you if I take this one portion. I'm not going to change anything. I just want to take it.
And if you were friends, I think that's what you would do. And I know for a fact that people like Kronos have contacted the channels that they clip from and asked for permission to do so. Right. I know that is happening. So at least it
gives them a heads up.
Yeah.
And I think if I had seen somebody doing that, I would try to like contact them like, hey man, I'm gonna want you to go ahead and take down that video. It's my content. I don't want to put a strike on your channel or put up a content claim, but you're grabbing my shit and you're boosting it. So what I would then do is I would reach out like that. But at this point, Cog and some of the others have been such a thorn in Matt's side where it's like day to day he's going through his regular shit and he's getting constant lambast. Is like, why even reach out to him? Why even go that far? If you can go ahead and claim his video, because at that point I'm like, well. And then now everyone's calling him, I mean, they've been calling him like a soy boy, and they always, he's taking the thing because all of a sudden now he cares about fair use and all this, blah. It's like they're feeling like he's attacking free speech. That's the way they're treating it, just because they don't want their friend being having his channel attacked because their friend did something shitty, and I don't blame Matt for what he did. I can't.
No, the thing is, it was in Matt's rights, and the thing is, if Cog and Matt had a good relationship, I'm sure Matt would have reached out, and I think that would be the way you would go about it. If I was taking a clip from one of these guys' channels, like if I was taking a clip from the Kumite, I would certainly want to message Failure or Tonka and ask for permission to repost that clip. There's that old saying of it's easier to ask forgiveness than it is to ask permission, but in fair use, that's a bad fucking idea.
Yeah, because you gotta work the opposite direction.
Because you're open for a DMCA claim and possible strike, and if your relationship with the person that you're clipping out isn't a healthy one, it's within their rights to do that. You have violated fair use. And for us in this quarter of the internet,
one of the Joey Salads video we had that shit claimed by
that got claimed
by Collab or whatever his network. Claimed our shit and just wouldn't let it go.
There's nothing we could do about it.
We had about 2.5, 3 minutes of his video in our 14-minute video, and they claimed it and took the whole thing. And we could have, but basically what we found out was also when you go to add a review or have it reviewed for the fair use, it goes right back to the channel,
to the person who initiated the claim. Yeah, they're the ones who get to judge. There's no YouTube people.
And then they rewatched it and they were like, "No, we're keeping the claim," because they knew that we couldn't fight it. We were too small of a channel. We couldn't fight the thing. We also knew we weren't going to get many views on the in the long run. I think we ended up with like 12,000 views or 14,000 views on it.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, we were going to get a handful of shekels for it, but we were still a very small channel, so it really didn't mean much to us. But what it did do is we became friends with Joey Salads. But it was one of those things we just couldn't fight it. There was nothing we could do.
Yeah, there wasn't anything we could do. His management company were the people that were doing that. So I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
We got a $2 dono from Artie. I think this was in reference to us when we were talking about Fane getting broken all the time. He said, "My ribs still hurt, but I'm a man, so." And we also got a $2 from Solvis. Says, "Speak your speech. Speak your speech."
Word.
Yeah, and so hold on. Let me go back over here. So You can see this chat here, guys.
Hey, good news. My wife does not watch the stream. She's packing the house still.
Oh, good. So she didn't hear us talking shit about her and
getting cum in her face. Hypothetically.
Hypothetical cum in her face. So anyway, look, I would say, like, hey, open for a discussion here. I just don't see where a discussion. Cog was in the wrong on this. Monday Matt was in his rights, and I think that you know, if you want to do something like that and then say, you know, I know some people are saying, like, well, Matt's being a bitch by doing the DMCA. You know what? The thing is,
but what's his course of action?
Well, he could have messaged cognitive thought, but I also feel like Cog would have been a pain in the ass about it.
Yeah.
So that's all hypothetical. That's all hypothetical. You know, because it didn't happen. That's not how it went down. And Matt was within his rights. And if you're going to take a clip of someone's video and do that, and look, we're in a community where we do response videos. Mm-hmm. You know, so you use clips from other people's videos and you show them, and then you add your commentary and hopefully something that makes it transformative. That's what your claim to fair use is there. And when you don't add comments and you don't do anything that's actually transformative, then you really don't have a claim. And if we want to be able to criticize people outside of our community, if we want to be able to criticize SJWs or criticize bad YouTubers or whatever niche you're in, with response videos, and you want to be able to say, well, hey, it's fair use, then people who abuse fair use by posting these things right up and then say this is a fair use archive are actually weakening our defense. By Cognitive Thought digging his heels in and showing his ass on Twitter all fucking weekend, he's actually weakening our argument for saying that these response videos are fair use. So shut the fuck up, Cognitive Thought.
Did his internet penis eat a lot of edamame? Is that why he's so weak in his argument?
This isn't even his final form. All right,
that was my final thoughts on that. I don't think I can end my thoughts any stronger than that message to Cognitive Thought there.
Oh, well, no, she says she's watching now and she just called me a fucktard.
That makes sense. Shit.
Yeah, look, I see where she's coming from.
And I just told her everything we had said.
Just gave her a rehash.
She doesn't even need to scroll backwards through the fucking thing.
Don't even have to scrub the video. And edamame is delicious.
It is.
I will say that. It is delicious. I love it.
Super healthy little snack, dude.
That's right.
A lot of fiber fills you up, bro.
I know. I put her up my butt.
Yeah, it turns out that soybeans are they're just beans, kids.
They're just beans.
They're just beans, man. Come on. All right. Now, Pat, look, we've got a few minutes here.
All right.
And
are you worried because your chains stopped moving in the background?
That is bothering me. That the chains in the background stop moving. And I want to kick them back on. Come on, chains. Bam.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
All right, so you wanted to get to a couple comments that we've had because we posted.
Yeah, look, we've had some funny comments, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. And since Pat's wife is here, that thing is fucking loud.
I love it.
Real quick, there's one from a while ago. Somebody wanted me to ask you, and it was something about I can't remember exactly, but it was something about your thoughts on what's his name, Dankula, getting 100K for 22 hours or something.
Oh,
is that familiar?
Count Dankula is obviously most of y'all probably are aware, except for Jester doesn't know. Count Dankula is going to appeal his court case, and he was able to raise. I think the lawyer said he was probably going to need at least $100,000. That seems to be the what every lawyer says whenever you're going to appeal something is it's $100,000 period to get through all the paperwork and all the shit to get an appeal going or get a court case done. It's $100,000 is what you're going to expect. Well, within less than a day, he gets $100,000. Well, then people started trying to protest. A lot of the SJWs far left, in particular, who I had a fight a little bit with Chrissy Winters on Twitter, a little back and forth. I don't continue the fight. Like Bearing will sit there and go all day with Chrissy Winters and go back and forth, and they'll just punch each other all fucking day. I just learned there's just no fucking point. Like, I could sit there, I disagree with Christy, I make my point, she says something, I then respond, and then she just keeps going, and she loves lists. She will give you point one, this, point two.
She does love lists.
And part of her list is also discrediting the conversation completely. Like, do you live in Scotland? No, that you don't have a point. I'm like, wait, why the fuck are you talking about it?
Like, she's visited.
I've been there before. I'm like,
yeah, that's the same.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Fish Head Salad is in the chat, and everybody, look, if you're an atheist, back when we had 170 subscribers, we got a surprise shout out from
came out of nowhere.
From one. It came out of nowhere from Fish Head Salad, who was very generous to us and shouted us out and really got us our first bumps of subscribers. And he's in the chat. Everybody should go subscribe to Fish Head Salad if you like atheist content. I really like it. He doesn't put out a ton of fucking content. But he's been around for a long time, and what he does put out is really cool, and we think you'll like it. And we owe him a solid for getting us rolling, and it's something we don't forget. When you've helped us, we never forget it, and it's something that we'll never be able to pay back. But anyway, I just wanted to say that about FHS.
So we did that quick live stream announcement last night that is now no longer on the interwebs. I think it was only 8 minutes long.
Yeah, 8 minutes long, cost us 23 subscribers. Like, damn. Sorry, guys, it was 8 minutes. Unsub. You know what? This is what happens, and it's really getting people out of here who aren't going to like us.
And I asked for like questions and stuff like that. I said, if anybody has any questions or anything like that, we can, or just they want to tell us something. One of the questions we got, first off, Jester last night when we were saying that we were going to be giving away tickets to MythCon, we are referring that we are giving away admission tickets. We are not flying people to Milton.
Yeah, thank you.
I thought that was an oversight, so I was like, oh, so you guys are flying them out too? Or
I was like, no, we're not.
No. Somebody like wins it in New York. And
to me, it's like I said, we will give you tickets to MythCon. I did not say we will give you full round trip tickets from wherever you is.
Just kind of specify.
No, and somebody's like, message from Malaysia. It's like, oh, really? Because I'm in Malaysia and I would love to come. Fucking Malaysia?
I think they were joking, I'm hoping.
I hope so.
And by the way, Malaysia, you can't even find your own planes. How the fuck are you going to make it to Milwaukee?
Seriously. You're dumping them in the fucking ocean, like never to be seen again. We can't.
No.
Come on.
So, yeah, no, on Tuesday night, we will be giving away, if you wanted to go or you live nearby or you were planning on kind of going anywhere, we can cheapen your trip.
Up in the Great Lakes area.
Yeah. To Milwaukee, we will be
we would love to see it. Look, we'll give you tickets. You can come hang out with us and sit with us and
watch all the other people
and
talk.
Troll our friends there. I think that look, some of our favorite people that we got to hang out with at VidCon are going to be there, including Lil Chris,
Lil Chris,
Chris Raygun. And
Bunty's going to be
Bunty
there.
will be there. Armored and Shoe will be there. Yeah, look, there's a ton of people.
Gracious Cat.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with Vadim.
His worthless human slave will be there. But yeah, there was just a handful of people that, hell, if they aren't going to do a meet and greet and you're going to MythCon, we can make sure that you meet them. If you like them, cool, you can high five them. If you don't like them, you can kick them in the nuts.
Yeah, like we know them well enough that they can't just turn away and avoid us. They might not like talking to us, but they can't just write out it. Like fucking Heisman Trophy our face.
Yeah.
Like I just did yours.
All right, we got a couple donos here. Okie Native donated 5, says, I've got $5 more that says Fishhead puts out more content than PTW live streams don't count.
I'm not going to take that bet.
No, I'm not.
I will not take that bet.
I'm not fighting that one.
We also got a $2 from Jagan. Much love, guys. Here's a little something.
Nice.
Thank you very much, man. We really appreciate this, guys. Really, somebody had asked us on Twitter the other day, what percentage of our Patreon and Super Chat donations go towards booze?
The booze budget.
And really, last year during a live stream we did from VidCon, we bought a round with Patreon money, and that was really because people had sent it and said, hey, here's a round on me and stuff like while we were live streaming. I think Jenny McDermott even threw in a few bones.
Yeah, if Jenny McDermott's giving her money to us.
There's no excuses for the rest of you.
Yeah, and so the thing is, man, we that every bit of it, and we're working on a couple large projects right now. What we've decided with our content is we love doing the big productions, and we were trying to do some videos that we thought would get some views and stuff like that, and they weren't up to our standard. And we'll still likely do some of those because they're kind of easy, but we want to get back to doing the big productions. and you guys pay for this.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah, Jester saw some of the stuff that Fane's been hard at work doing.
It looks amazing.
Basically, the only reason it hasn't been released yet is that it's a lot more.
It's a lot more, but the thing is, once I've got these pieces together, the series will be a lot easier for us to produce from that point out. But yeah, initially coming up with the graphics for what we're gonna do, which I will say is a sci-fi space. You want to do the voice on what it is?
Do the voice
real quick.
The voice. Pigs in space.
Oh, poisoning the well in space.
That's basically what it is.
So it's gonna be a sci-fi thriller.
We also got a $2 donut from
oh,
Artie.
stop! Please hold your applause. Come on, guys. You're embarrassing us.
All right, let's get over that joke. I paid more than enough to cover one flight. Donated $2.
And so, really, we do really appreciate you guys your donations and everything you're sending into us. It's all going.
Apparently, there's people getting timed out. What did they say? What did they do? People were getting timed out. Apparently, our mods are keeping the chat nice and left.
What?
So something's happening.
Yeah.
Just some dumb troll, dude.
I love dumb trolls. Wait, is that a channel?
That's our boy Pat.
Yeah, our boy Pat and some American. They both went after this.
Jumping on this guy, huh?
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
All right. One of the questions we got, it says
Toolbox
from K-Derp says, "Give me tickets. Also, if you guys haven't gone over, how did you meet?" eharmony.com.
Nope. That is absolutely not true.
I saw your profile picture. I was like, I got to check out that guy's neck.
Negative.
What's wrong with those scales?
That is not a true story.
Well, one of them inherited Stark Industries from his father a long time ago, and the other one was frozen in ice many moons ago, and then was brought back, and now they're a super team.
No, he's in the juice.
What the fuck? All right. Also, when are you guys coming to Washington? Washington State or Washington D.C.?
Washington State is actually something I could see doing now that I own a little property just north of Spokane, Washington. Let me go up there. Also, 49 degrees north.
Also, we got
a nice ski resort there.
Race Warski, Heart So Fade. I think they wanted to see you be the new co-host of Warski Live.
I did on the live stream last night, that 8-minute live stream that cost us all those subs. I did ask people to tweet at Andy.
Mark says it was spam.
Okay, I did ask them to tweet at Andy to make a case for me being the new co-host of Warski Live.
Everyone keep tweeting Andy. Said Sophie should be your new co-host.
But I will say, Andy did say he was going to take a break from Twitter for a few days, or at least for the weekend, and which he probably should. I'm sure it's been a fucking shit show. But anyway, I saw a lot of you guys did that, and I thought it was really funny, and I appreciated it. Andy will not appreciate it, which makes me appreciate it a little more.
Why am I always crushing pussy every time you guys live stream? All 8 minutes of it.
Encino Man reference.
I know it's yes, Wheezing the Juice. It's very funny. GTFO. Other comment is, I'm going to have to admit it. I only watch these vids to see the dude on the left. He's so fucking hot to be real. Hey.
Yeah. Hey. Now, I want to talk about the misandry.
I eat soy.
The
You won't get pregnant on these balls.
Bonus. Looking for a lady that will allow me to split them edamame. And I will say this about the misandry in our comments, and I think part of it is because we've had a recent boost in female viewers, which is weird for us. We've always had a challenge there. And sometimes, like, people could be a little flirty in comments or whatever, but lately they've been going right at Pat. Right at him. And
well, I haven't responded to their coy comments, and now they're like, shh, put it in.
Real quick, we got a donation from President Donald J. Trump official, and I gotta say, at first I was like, dude, it seems pretty legit. It says official in the name, and then it donated $2, and I'm like, nah, that's fake.
No, that sounds more real than anything.
Actually, that does feel right.
You'll receive my invoice soon, scammers.
Well, thank you very much,
Man,
Mr. President, and I'm sorry about all those tweets.
Yeah, and he skipped.
I'm just kidding.
He skipped a free dinner. Did you hear about that? He had a free dinner tonight. He skipped it, and then there's some chick.
Oh, the correspondence dinner?
Yeah, he could have gotten a free dinner.
I saw some GOP senators tweeting about how they got up and walked out because it was inappropriate. People, it's the White House Correspondence Dinner. It's been going on for a long time. Fucking take a joke. Fuck.
Gorilla Gorilla. Oh shit. My wife is texting me now. Gorilla
Huge
Gorilla.
difference, kids.
It says,
huge difference.
So Lil Tay hasn't killed anybody yet. Now I have to hit the bell just so I can keep up on what she's doing on a murder sprint. Yeah, this is the will you fly anybody from anywhere in the world or tickets or only people in the U.S.
We're not flying anyone. We can't afford to fly anyone.
Yeah, because we're flying Derek out here, and we still have to fly our asses back out there in June and then to Milwaukee. And that's 2 tickets. It's not one. Yeah, it's like
we're tied up right now, guys.
We're bound up. But these super chats are rolling in now.
We got some more super chats. Yeah, Brockus donated 2. Said, "Gotta chill with friends, but here's money salutes."
Thanks,
also,
Brockus.
Steve
We
pointed
always
out to me.
appreciate
She
you, man.
said, "Was it the fact that the money wasn't American? It had a little A next to it."
Oh yeah, that's Australian dollars.
I didn't
that's
realize.
right.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to that. P Dog Knight donated 5. Said, "Hey fellas, just a little Cinco de Mayo tequila money from one of your few elders on the internet."
Sorry.
And then we also
Thank
got
you
a
very much.
follow-up from President Trump with another $2 Australian. He says Air Force One ain't cheap to fill, you know.
See, I'm telling you, it sounds like the actual Trump.
It does feel real.
We
It does
also got
feel
a
real.
2 from Mark, and he says, "Give me the tickets and I'll bring Rosa."
All right, look, we're gonna put you in the running here, Mark. Like, if you guys will come, we would love to see you and Rosa.
Apparently,
I'm gonna write in my notes. We're putting you in the official, the running.
Bonk Bonk says that we were going up against Medicare tonight, so that's probably what.
Tonight
Yeah, he's got his stream tonight too.
or last night? Tonight.
Jenny McDermott says, "Don't delete this shit." Then
Don't tell us what to do, Jenny.
Then she commented on the video that we made fun of her, and she says, "My video has more views than Tana Mongoose iDubbbz vid." Woot woot.
It does. She's technically right. The video we did about Tana Mojo and iDubbbz has less views than the video we did about Jenny McDermott. Now, the video we did about Jenny McDermott is kind of scathing directly toward her. It's the first time we ever did direct insults.
Yeah, but she appreciated the way we did it.
And to be fair, I miss the old Jenny McDermott and her old crazy videos and some of the stuff she did. I thought they were hilarious.
No, but now she's like a mom and married. She's being like really
she's
cool.
calming down. She's lost that edge.
I don't know. No one's been called a rapist in so long. I'm like,
Night batting.
Like, is it even the real Jenny McDermott anymore? Let's see. Rabbi VJ says, "I'll be at Battling Brew." So, Rabbi, can't wait till we see you next week. And then from You're Just Wrong says, "Are you guys sure you want to associate with Mythos' Milwaukee? You might want to do your homework. We will on Tuesday."
We're going to do our homework Tuesday, and we will hold Mythos' Milwaukee's feet to the fire.
And we got another 5 from President Trump. He says, "Buy my steaks. They're the best. I know good steaks. Mine are the best."
I like when he does the accent. That's great. Buzz the Hive says, "See you next week." See you next week, Buzz the Hive. See you
Yeah,
then.
really looking forward to seeing you, man, in Atlanta.
Again, man.
What else we have?
My steaks are the best.
Here's a comment about you being Andy's host. You know Andy would just take you seriously, right? I'm still up for it. It would be funny as hell because he stonewalled you during the Bloodapalooza. Just wouldn't even react to your silliness.
Wouldn't even react me. Yeah, he's just just stonewall me.
So well played.
It's a good move. It was a good move. It worked.
It's the only way to get to the core is to not let the silliness be silly.
Yeah.
You're legit gonna fly people over? I'm from Malaysia. There we go. There's a Malaysia concept. No, we're not flying you from Malaysia.
Was that all the ones you wanted to cover there? What about?
Hold on. Oh, here it is. Who would win in a fight, E Honda or Yokozuna? Yeah, I know E Honda is fictional, but Yokozuna's dead. But technically, hold on.
E Honda.
Hold on. Okay. Well, yes, E Honda would win. First off, Yokozuna. I'm assuming they're referring to the wrestler, because Yokozuna is actually just a title for the champion sumo wrestler.
Is that true?
Yes.
I did not know that.
E Honda is a Yokozuna. Like, he's
he's
wearing. If you look at his, he's got that little zigzaggy, wavy things that dangle from his diaper. That's the.
Oh man, I thought you really were dumping some knowledge on everybody.
I can't remember what they're called, but
just melted down.
If you see those zigzaggy drapery that comes off the front of their diaper thing, that's the championship belt essentially.
Real quick, we got 5 from Jeff Holiday. Says if you hack my show, I'll be pissed. Also a 5 from.
I think that's a challenge. I think
that's right, everybody. After this is
YouTube Saints. I think we're gonna have to hack his. I think we're gonna have to fucking check.
So you think you can stop us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I think you just put out a challenge.
Yeah, sounds like half Russian.
$5 says hack his shit.
Well, even money.
We got a $2 from Rain Nation. Said sub to Fishhead. That's why we all know PTW today.
That is true. That is literally true.
Where did Chinese crackers come from?
Thank you.
And is it racist? No, because you called, or Chinese checkers, not crackers. I'm calling us crackers. That's racist. Chinese checkers, is it racist? I don't know. Is it? Did they come up with it?
I don't know.
I've never seen them trying to actually sell that stuff. They'll sell you like medicine balls and all sorts of other shit. I've never seen them try to sell me a checkerboard.
I'll have to do some research.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Yes. I married her. Favorite serial killer? Victim?
John Wayne Gacy.
What's your favorite?
Got a $2 donut from Melissa Rapp real quick. I found PTW through Dieter's stream.
The Dieter Lucas stream.
5 hours.
Fucking horror stream. That was like, it was the first live stream that I saw you guys, and I was like, is this what they do? This is terrible.
No,
this is horribly graphic and makes me uncomfortable in so many different ways.
That was a really weird stream. We got Undoomed on there. We got a few other people, and man, we were inappropriate. Poor Dieter did not know how to handle that.
And
I loved it.
That I walked in on who had like nipple clamps and a dildo on his head. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sometimes if you're watching the Kumite, you will, like, you know, they like to rotate the animated GIFs, and since Failure's got it on his channel recently, I have seen multiple times the animated GIF of you sitting there bouncing like this with that double-headed dildo bouncing on your head.
That's my favorite. That
makes me laugh every time.
It's so funny. Real everyday. Now this is actually something you're not gonna know anything about. I would love to know if you guys ever are going to do anything with that stuff I sent Pat back in May of last year. Yes, I am, and that was something. Technically, Jester and I were going to be filming something last year, and then things got in the way, and then more things got in the way, and then but. Since I'm moving to the new house, that the thing that he sent me is it's packed away right now, but there will be things being done with that product. I can't tell him because I've not.
That's super vague, and
it's extremely vague. By what he knows what I'm talking about. And yes, there's a thing that's going to be happening.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that with the class.
I have to. Andy Warski loves you, Sofane. That's not true.
Yeah, nobody believes that. Literally no one. Literally no one.
Commoner.
Even you don't believe that.
What's the worst? Okay, I have to ask an actual question. Which have been the best and worst drinking sessions you've ever participated in?
Beer Fest. We do it every year.
Yeah, Beer Fest. Every year I go down to Tampa with Jester and a couple other friends, and we get shithouse drunk and ride roller coasters, go to haunted houses.
That's easily the best drinking.
It's like the best and worst because one of our friends, who we refer to as Drew the Stew, gets shithouse drunk and basically tries to get himself arrested, and it's our job to try to keep him from getting arrested, but we're already hammered, so it's like just the blind leading the blind. It's a real tough situation.
That puking up toothpaste outside of opera, that was pretty neat.
Yeah, I don't know
that's a story for another day, but
that's a whole other thing. That was a fun night. Brian J1 1962 says, I see you've got no Redcoats book to appear, bigots.
No Redcoats.
Here's a comment from Tamika. I want to fuck the guy on the left. So fuckable.
See, that's what I'm talking about. The misandry. The misandry.
I love
in our comment section. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it or how to feel. I think that's all. Well, I do know how to feel. I feel bad about it, and I condemn your misandry, mainly because it wasn't about me. I find that hurtful. Why would you exclude me? All right, we're gonna do the last shot of the night, right?
Yeah,
last shot of the stream. And so everybody pour them. For those of you who are playing the game with us at home.
Yeah, Drew the Stew peed himself. That is also another story for another day. But yeah, we have had people piss themselves on Beer Fest. That is a 100% fact.
Drew purposely pissed himself at one point.
Yeah, Drew intentionally pissed himself while thinking that he was gonna outsmart his wiener. I don't know.
Like, real everyday say I just need to reach for success. Apparently, Pat's not the only one that gets upset about the way I say success.
Oh, that's for real. You're not just doing a thing like when I said jalapeno.
So mad when you do it, dude.
Success. Wow.
It's like those people that put an L in the word both. You say both.
Yeah.
Or like, you have often. There's no, I was like, some people say often, some people say often.
Well, that's how you know when they're
It is often.
That's how you know if they're British.
And they also put you in the word color. Don't trust those guys.
Quick $2 from Candid Lynn says, "Don't have booze, but here's $2."
$2. Look, we will actually be using the super chat money from tonight to a little bit of help on this new series we're gonna launch. I said to everybody who's a supporter of ours on Patreon, if you're not, boom, here's a link. I sent out things saying it's 2 weeks till our new series started, and actually running behind schedule. And since this week we're gonna have some black guy in town, and we've got a lot of stuff going on, that's gonna be pushed back. But that will be up soon, and then we're gonna have another rather large production coming right after it, and a couple more videos that we think are going to be really funny.
They're very exciting stuff. The stuff we have lined up, which we have to get done.
We feel energized again.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
We feel excited about the channel again, and we're really excited to get back to it, and we really appreciate you guys' support. All of our patrons. Here's to you guys.
I can say the little that I know and have seen of their upcoming stuff, I can already tell you is going to be my favorite shit. It's almost like all the setup to Infinity War, like, but going into Infinity War, like, yeah, this is going to be one of my favorites. Like, their stuff is looking so fucking good.
Well, good.
And
Thanks, man.
I'm excited for it.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I'm really excited about it, and I hate not being able to show people because I've been putting a lot of hours on it.
Well worth the wait, though. Well worth the wait.
Yeah. It's not doing much for the relationships I have in my life, but
you have relationships?
Yeah, I do, and I've been kind of ignoring them so that I can spend all the time that I'm at work working on visuals for the upcoming series, and I'm really excited about it. And look, I guess we should go ahead and wrap up, talk about what's coming up for us over the next few months. We'll give you one more rundown on this.
This week, Tuesday night, we at 8
p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
We
will be talking to the guys from Mythicist Milwaukee. So if you have any grievances with Mythicist Milwaukee, send us a DM
or leave a comment on this video.
Yeah,
and we'll read it out to them.
What your issues are, or what questions you want them to answer, because we're going to put their feet to the fire and then take free tickets from them and give it to some of y'all. So that's Tuesday night. And then Friday night we're going to probably 8:30.
Yeah, probably in that neighborhood.
We'll be doing.
We're going to probably take Derek to dinner, so it may be like 8:30 or 9. We'll figure that out.
On Thursday night, this is the secret announcement. Super secret.
Don't tell anybody.
Thursday night, May 3rd, we will be taking Derek to Tongue and Groove here in Atlanta to party.
Tongue Groove Atlanta.
So if you can't make it on Saturday night on the Cinco de Mayo meetup at Battle and Brew, you can also meet Derek and us on Thursday night at Tongue and Groove.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Friday night,
it's a really cool club.
Friday night we'll be here doing a live stream, and I have a very fun drinking game that I will be making them play.
Yeah, so we'll have SomeBlackGuy here in the studio. That'll be a lot of fun.
And then what else?
Saturday, the meetup is at Battle and Brew. The address and all the information is in the description. We really hope you can come out. We'd love to hang out with you. Last year we had Jeff Holiday he came out and
well, he's the one that gave us the idea.
He gave us the idea,
and
because it was so much fun, and there was a really good turnout, and everybody had a good time, and man, it's just really cool. And we're hoping this year is going to be even bigger. And as long as it goes well, we will be planning more of these in the future. And we appreciate all your help with setting these things up. It's really cool to have some YouTubers like this here in the Southeast and be able to meet them. I like it. I like it.
No, Melissa, we have not made the booze cake. Melissa made a booze cake.
Now look, Melissa Rapp here is here, and she made a cooking video about a poison and came up with a recipe for a poison the well booze cake.
And of course, it's gay looking because it's pink, but it's full of booze.
Yeah. So anyway, Melissa, say something so everybody can see you in the chat, and you should go over and check that out. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to attempting to make that cake. That's something we should film, is me and you trying to make that cake, because I feel like it won't be nearly as elegant or cool as the way she made it look.
By the way, we also got a $2 donation from Sleek the Geek. Says, I'm just glad Big Red Universe is only a plug-in.
Yeah, that's
yeah, Red Giant Universe plugins, man, it's well worth it if you do anything in After Effects, and actually the integration with Premiere is pretty good, even though it's really resource intensive. It allows you to do some really cool things, and the production of our videos moving forward is going to be increased because of it. I'm really a big fan of Red Giant's editing products. Really cool, really cool.
What else did you have? Did we have?
Well, we'll also, of course, be at VidCon. That's something we're really excited about. VidCon last year was just so fucking much fun, and so we'll be getting more, and when we're gonna have the big meetup with everyone at
the play button.
Yeah, we'll probably do a meetup at the play button, probably Friday night or Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock, like last year, just to keep it consistent. That's what I would think. That would be really cool, but we'll keep you posted on that. We really hope everybody in Southern California, in that area, can come out and meet us. You don't even have to go into VidCon. We're happy to meet you at the Hilton Bar, which is right outside the doors of VidCon, and also the closest place to get booze to the event, and you will find us there consistently.
Yeah.
We love hanging out at that bar, and that's last year we were able to, we saw Riley Dennis at that bar. Sargon was hanging in there a lot, and of course Jeff and Andy Warski was in there when he got in that shouting fight with those fans. Oh, Andy!
And then Tana Mojo was getting escorted out past us, and we yelled at her.
Yeah.
And then.
It's just really cool.
But that's when we met Baracus and Zell and stuff like that. We met them, drank with them over there. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
We got a $5 dono from Tidy Cats. Gonna make a video with
Tidy.
Derek and tease the hell out of it and never release it.
That is probably, since that was the move we did last time.
Yeah, it worked really well.
It worked so well.
So, yeah, when is that video coming out?
We're just going to keep promising it over and over until we just finally stop mentioning it and rely on everybody, all of our subscribers, to bring it up over and over.
We won't even let you know it's being released. We're just going to suddenly drop it, and you'll be like, what the fuck is this? And there'll be so many people that don't know what the fuck it is, except for the 5 people that are still holding on to that video is going to be done. There was just a lot of issues. We got new computers and then had to wipe computers, so some of the...
A lot of shit happened.
Basically, I think we just lost audio.
We fucked up. We lost audio, and it's a real mistake.
But I still have the footage. I think I can still piece it together. It just won't sound good. It'll be just kind of really broken. But
maybe you guys could show it on a live stream.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about just putting it together and then us just sitting through, playing the shitty version of it and just saying, this is what the joke was, and it didn't happen.
And at least we can let you guys see what we did and how we have fucked up, because that's a real heartbreak. The loss of that audio.
SDA. That's actually the first time we met Some Dumb American. She came.
She was in that video with Jeff.
I will leak this spoiler. She was the Uber driver in the video. What does that mean? Because you don't know what the fuck the video is about. But she played a role, and that was the first time we met her. It was right before the meetup and everything. It was really great. Video seemed really fun to shoot all day, and nothing hurts my soul more than when I have a lot of footage and a lot of files, and then I start losing like pieces with the new.
Yeah, we're missing pieces.
With the move. I was getting married, and then he was going out of town, and then all this shit started happening. So it just kept getting pushed back, and they kept getting moved from one like terabyte hard drive to another, and at some point something got broken.
Happened.
And so we started losing stuff, and I was like, holy shit, we don't have...
We'll see, though. You know what? We'll see, and you know what? We may have to do it just with some camera audio and some other things.
They're still fighting about Canada.
Yeah, Lynn just donated, too, and said, what's the status? And I would...
Damn it.
Probably Jeff also said, how much money did I spend flying over for that video? Devastated. Well, here's the secret, Jeff.
Damn it, Jeff.
You be more popular and get like 300,000 so subscribers, and they'll fly you.
Oh, shit.
That's the thing.
Jester, you show yourself the door.
You're just ruining this for everybody.
I'm just saying, double standards.
No, Jeff actually is the one that... yeah, but I flew up to Jeff after that with my wife. So we flew up to see him, too.
Y'all didn't film anything. Y'all just drank a bunch of booze at the beach.
What did we film up there, Jeff, other than nothing? I did hang out in the Dome, though. That was super awesome. I hung out in the Dome.
That is pretty cool.
Played a drinking game while watching Predator. It was called Take a Shot Every Time.
2 men in or 1 man leaves.
That's why I call my wife Vagina. I don't know what that means. So, double P, double V, dude. We played a drinking game while watching Predator, and you take a shot every time an unnecessary muscle shot is there.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Predator.
Yeah, I didn't realize
that's
how
suicide
between him, like Carl Weathers and Arnold, and then you got Ventura there. It's just constant gratuitous muscle shots.
That's like watching a Gulf City cartoon and drinking every time they play dramatic music.
Yeah,
it's just constant drinking.
So
you can't do it.
Work. All right, well let's wrap this up, B.
All right, so yeah, look, maybe we'll do the cutting room floor version of the Jeff Holiday video. Maybe that's something we can work into our schedule.
That's going to be a pet project. I'm going to go through it all and just
because I do think it's funny, and plus it will be. I can promise this, the last Jeff Holiday video that you'll see with dreads. So he starts toothpasting those things up again.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're made. Just as a guess. But all right, look, everybody, YouTube Saints is tonight. You should go check those guys out.
Because I'm turning on the hacking computer after this. I only fire that up every once in a while. I don't want the FBI or CIA to shut us down, so I turn on my hacking computer. I think.
Yeah, the keyboard's all in Russian. Super weird. The acrylic.
Yeah, it's just all sickles and hammers. I don't know anything about Russia.
How do you determine which keys are which?
It's just sickles and hammers.
Yeah, look, in Soviet Russia, keys determine you.
Anybody get that reference? Yakov Smirnoff? Anybody?
Come on. No one?
All right.
Look, thanks everybody for hanging out. We went through a lot of topics. Man, I had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you guys.
Good live stream.
Good live stream. Good for us. Good for us, everybody.
Are you applauding this stuff? You guys do that way too much.
Stop it. Stop it. You guys are too good.
Cue the closing.
All right. Bye, everybody. We will see you Tuesday night.